Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-day. Do, 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 do. Hey, kia ora. Helen Brown taking me live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic sparkling day. 3 weeks down, 4 left to go. Woohoo! We're almost at the halfway point. So this week will be halfway point. And I have to tell you, I have surprised myself. Doing these classes in the genealogical principles, I have surprised myself. I knew I would learn a lot, which has been awesome because I kind of knew that because I know there's a lot out there I don't know. But where I surprised myself is that when I signed up for the class, they recommended that you put aside 10 to 15 hours a week for study time. And I thought, that's doable. I can do that. Then I started having things like there was 1 week I had the leverage conference. That was 3 days. I didn't do any study on that day. Then the following week, which was last week, I had 2 days at Networking Riches. No study done that day. Fried brain. Actually, I think I did get a little bit of study done that time. And then I'm like thinking this week, and I'm like, oh, what the heck have I got coming up this week? So Thursday's Thanksgiving. Friday I'm working. Saturday I drive to LA. Sunday is the wedding. Monday I drive down to San Diego. And Monday is when Module 4 is due. And I'm like, oh, So somehow I have managed through all of those to find the time to do the study, get it done, get the assessments done. And I've been doing pretty well. I get my assessment for this one, for the one I submitted today, tomorrow morning. I got 100% on the first one, 92 on the second one, and it was missing one question with 8 points. Yeah, the questions were 8 to 10 points, depending on how many questions there are. And I submitted this one, and I submitted today's one this morning. And now I'm like thinking, oh, I've basically got almost like 3 days where I can't do any study. But then I was looking at my calendar, and I started putting stuff into my calendar for my trip. And I'm like thinking, yeah, I'm going to have to leave Saturday night free, going to have to leave Sunday free, going to have to leave Monday free with the stuff that I've got going on. So I've decided that on Thursday, because I'm having Thanksgiving by myself, which is totally fine because I'm going to get to see all the family over the weekend and the following week, that Thursday is going to be a complete study day. So tomorrow I'll do some, Wednesday I'll do some, and then Thursday it is head down, tail up, study. Friday is packing day. It's as simple as that. I've got a breakfast to go to on Friday morning. I've got Zeffy to drop off on Friday morning. And somewhere in amongst there, I've got to pack. So my breaks on Thursday will probably involve some packing, which will get the dogs like looking at me like, hang on, what's going on? Because I don't think I've ever had a suitcase out around her. That'll be interesting. And tomorrow morning I got to go get the mail because I got messages today. I've got 5 packages came in today for me, and I'm like, okay, I know definitely what one of them is. And maybe 2 of them because Zeffy's bark boxes may have arrived already. I haven't gone to check the tracking numbers or anything else, so they could be another. But I've got no idea what the other 2 are. So it'll be interesting to go see. And I'm so like, oh, busy. But that's okay. It will get done. It will all work out. It will be perfectly fine. And everything will be good. We'll be good. We'll get everything done when we're supposed to get it done. And I've got study times put in there and all of that sort of thing as well. But then I was sort of like, oh, hang on. Then the following weekend, when I'm usually work on Module 5, Saturday I'm spending with the family. Sunday I'm driving back to Arizona. I don't pick up Zeffy till first thing Monday morning. I'm like, yes. So I have to find study time while I'm in San Diego to get Module 5 done. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I think it's Module 5 we moved to a new instructor because I think this instructor, the instructor that we have for this is for the first 4 modules. And then we have a new instructor for Module 5. So yes, it's going to be interesting. That's all I can say. I've only got 4 weeks to go. I can do this, but I have surprised myself in the fact that, we had the leverage conference done, Networking Riches, and somehow I found the time to get the study done that needed to be done. Thankfully, it is an open book assessment. So they always recommend that you go in, like I could probably go in tonight and an assessment form will be there already. I just won't have the material to be able to go and start working on it. But I also like to learn as well. So I like to read. I like to do the self-assessments that there. I like to do participate in the discussions and the quizzes that they have. They tell us, they even say, do this, it is not graded. This is a self-assessment, it doesn't get graded. Or go make, as an optional extra, go and participate in this discussion that's going on. Read through these documents, and you're like reading old documents, all handwritten, so you got to transcribe the handwriting. But I tell you, it is a lot of fun, and I am learning a lot. It's just been really cool. And like one of the articles we had to read was saying, who is this person? Are they related to the family? Are they not related to the family? Do you think that the writer made the right call on or presented enough of a proof? Because we go through the genealogical forgotten the name of the book. We go through the one that's got all the standards in there that we have to follow. And did the author prove the point as is dictated in the genealogy professional standards book? And I read through the article, and I thought, oh, you could also look at this. You could look at this document and that. And I started going through listing other documents I would have gone and checked as well, because to me it didn't seem like there were enough documents there. So I would have gone and looked for others. And so when I went to answer the question, I put, no, I don't think that they did fall under the standard of proof, and I don't think that they got the right person. I don't think her conclusions are correct based on what she's written there and the documents that she had. So you just had to give a yes or no answer. But I'm sitting there in my own head and I'm going, okay, yeah, that kind of sounds okay, but I would like some more documentation to back that up. There's more documentation she could have gone after, I felt. So it'll be interesting to see, because it's not a graded question. It is a completely God, my brain's flaking on me tonight. It's a completely I've totally forgotten the word. Where they don't know who put the answers in. It's a complete one of those. It's a complete mystery as to who put the answers in there. So it'll be interesting to see what the poll is tomorrow when they release the poll for that, to see. They may even do it as a discussion question, and people can then go and discuss why they answered, how they answered. I don't know. No. I tell you, brain fried today. It's okay. Take a deep breath. I keep coming up with other words, and I'm like, yep, no, that's not it. Anonymous. It's an anonymous. It was an anonymous question completely. Your responses were completely anonymous. They don't know what questions came from who. So it'll be interesting to see if they put that into discussion so that you can see the poll results and make comments on it. So that will be interesting to see what others have thought, because I, reading the article, felt like they hadn't done enough in proving who this person was and whether or not they fitted into the family tree. So it will be interesting. So yes, we've got 3 weeks down, 4 weeks to go. The last 2 weeks are probably going to be really, for me, for time-wise, are going to be probably really easy, because I have nothing. After I get back from California, I don't think I have anything on my calendar after that. So up until the 19th of December, I got plenty of study time. But yeah, I have surprised myself in the fact that it's sort of like, I've got to get this done. I'm going to get it done. But I think it's because I have made such a commitment to getting this done, because I so want to do the certificate of genealogy that they also run. And that's a 15-week class, a lot more study time required. And I still want to get that one done as well. And I'm like, oh, come on, we're going to get this. And so I'm taking this time now to get things done. And next time it should be a little easier, because I shouldn't have as many conferences and things on. And but hey, done it once, I can do it again. But there's a lot more work on the other one. This one says 10 to 15 hours. The other one says 15 to 30. Double the time, double the study time. So I'm sort of like, yay. But I'm looking forward to it. So today's been, it's been a weird Monday. I don't know. Probably because every time although she's looking out the window right now, but she's been keeping me in her sight since she got home yesterday. Like I would look up and she's up there on the dashboard, and she'll be looking out the window, and then she'll suddenly realize I have moved. Like what I've done is look up and maybe got a drink of water, which is just reaching over here, getting my water bottle, and she'll suddenly flip herself around and rest her head on the edge of her bed and just watch me. And I'm like, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. The door's right there. When I get up. But every time I've gone up and I walk to the back to go to the bathroom or go into the bedroom, she's right there like, what are you doing? I tell you, this dog is unbelievable. But I did have a very interesting question segueing into James Bond. But she's been doing pretty good. She's enjoyed her walks. Yes, she's been doing a lot of sniffing. She's got a lot of gossip to catch up on in the pee posts. Lots of gossip. Yeah, so there's been a lot of so I've been getting a lot of questions about the fact that, hey, you're doing your James Bond Fest in November and you're going to be going away. How are you going to still watch your James Bond movies? Well, that's very simple. I happen to have a portable DVD player, and I am thankful I do not have my James Bond collection on DVD. And, I just thought, I think one is. I think the last one is. But I think I also can get it through Prime for free, I think. I have to check that. I do have to check a movie. I do have to check the last two because I have a feeling they may be Blu-ray. But I do have a portable DVD player, which I've had for a while, and I can hook it into TVs and things. So I'm like, yes. And so I'm just going to get out my little case that you can put CDs and DVDs into and just put the rest of the movies in there. But yeah, now you guys asked me that question, I'm now thinking, oh crap, I think Spectre's on Blu-ray, and I think No Time to Die is on Blu-ray. Might have to do some investigation on Prime to see if they have them, because I know they had them free for a while. I don't know if they still have them for free. So, or it may involve, depending which thing out there is playing them right now, where you can get it as part of the membership. If that one has a 7-day free subscription, then I will activate the subscription on the day that I have to watch whichever one's on Blu-ray, and go in and watch the movies and cancel the subscription. Little tip there for you. But tonight is License to Kill. It is the 16th James Bond movie, which tells you that there is 9 to go. Yeah, because we've got 25. So yeah, we've got 9 to go after this. It's License to Kill. It's Timothy Dalton's second and last movie. He only did 2. This one I kind of like this one. I do. I like this one. There's a really, really cool chase scene in this. And if you happen to have the DVD that has the specials on it, go and watch the segment where they talk about how they did this chase. Because I'm not going to tell you about it, because my question for you tonight is what vehicles are involved in the chase and how they made it possible for this chase to occur. It is a very, very interesting story. I think it's like about 20 to 30, maybe longer. Hang on, it's been a while since I've watched that. But all I can tell you is that the story behind how they do that chase scene and the setups that they have to have for it and how they make it happen is pretty incredible. It's really quite amazing. So if you do have the DVD that has the specials on it for License to Kill, then please go watch the special on how they do the chase scene, because it is it's mind blowing. I mean, I was watching the special and I was like, wait, what? They did what? Like, hang on, I got to wind this back. So it took me longer to watch it because I was winding backwards and forwards to understand things. In this movie too, we have a cameo by Wayne Newton. And the interesting story is how Wayne Newton got his cameo is that he always had a dream to appear in a James Bond movie. And so he wrote to the producers asking if he could be in a James Bond movie. And that is how he ended up with the role in Living Daylight and License to Kill. License to Kill. Helen, License to Kill. So he ended up in the role as Professor Joe Butcher, who is a TV evangelist in the movie. He plays this sleazy character, but he does it so well. He does it very, very well, and I actually find his character quite funny. Yeah, so that's how Wayne Newton ended up with the role in License to Kill, is he wrote a letter to the producers saying, I want to be I've always had a dream to be in a James Bond movie. Can I please be in a James Bond movie? And they said, okay. And so that's his cameo, is as Professor Joe Butcher, the TV evangelist in License to Kill. And you know, what's a TV evangelist doing in License to Kill? Watch the movie. You gotta watch the movie and find out. So yeah, so it's kind of cute about how, you know, dreams can come true, even for celebrities who have a desire to be in a James Bond movie. So yeah, so that's what we're watching tonight. We're watching License to Kill, the 16th James Bond movie by Eon Product. I've got to keep saying it's by Eon Productions. We're going through their movies first, and on December 1st, I'll be watching Never Say Never Again, which has got Sean Connery back as James Bond. It came out in 1983 along with, was it Octopussy? I think it was Octopussy. Brains, Helen, brains. Brains are like, I'm pretty sure Octopussy was after For Your Eyes Only. Yeah, so Never Say Never Again came out in 1983 along with Octopussy in 1983 as well. But Never Say Never Again was not part of Eon Productions, and so that's why it gets left to the end of the end of the run to watch it, because it's not part of Eon Productions. But I do like it though. It is a remake of Thunderball, and I think they did Thunderball was pretty good, but I think they did a much better job in Never Say Never Again. And yeah, I would suggest replacing it, but then it puts Sean Connery's age out of whack with the rest of them. But anyway, so I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. I'm off to watch License to Kill, which is up there with my favorites. I really like this one, especially the chase scene. And then when you know the story behind the chase scene and how they did it, it's even more amazing watching it. But anyway, go have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, Konera. And here comes Effie thinking she's going for WALK. But instead, she's going to end up getting her nightly TREATS's. Hey, Konera.